Hello. Matthew and I are starting a new nonviolent communication course at the end of March. And yeah, we're just having a chat today about what we're doing, what we have been doing on the course we're running at the moment, and yeah, why it might be interesting for you to join. So yeah, Matthew, if you could sort of start with like why. And the title of the course is Challenging Conversations, a Next Step in Living Nonviolent Communication.
So, I'm really excited about what we're doing, um, and that I think we're living in a time, where there are a lot of complex dynamics at play that have a direct effect on how we think about how we connect with people. And we're not physically with people. We're living in a time in which there are conversations which are difficult to have, which we've have kind of been forced into the public discourse, um, and in ways which are not uncontentious, where we find a great deal of polarization in the kind of public social space, um, and where we find ourselves often in positions where we're having challenging conversations with people who we are in relationship with, people who we care about, but without having a lot of the tools for connection at our disposal that we've enjoyed in the past. We can't sit down or around a table. We can't touch people. We can't have a drink together in the way that we have in the past. Um, so I think that's it's an interesting conflation of circumstances that brings us to where we are now. And I guess I'm excited about this program because we're going about doing things in a slightly different way. So I want us to bring some more practices and some more, um, let's say, conceptual and philosophical reflection and thinking to the moment that we're living in, to a group of NVC practitioners. Um, so there is some element of kind of presenting some new material. But more than that, what I'm really interested in is creating a space in which we can take our experience of living through this challenge and negotiating it as nonviolence practitioners seriously together. And in that sense, we're building on what we've been doing in the introductory course we're running at the moment, which I've been really interested about, where we're spending some of our time in NVC teaching and learning, and some of our time in this reflective group, where we can allow sort of emergent conversations to happen, pay attention to what's happening between us in the group. And I think that that's a place where we can all learn from each other and kind of practice the, challenging conversations, rehearse what we're experiencing, share and grieve for the challenges that we're facing together, and learn from the dynamics which are emerging in the group where we're encountering our own difference. Um, yeah, so I just think I think it's a really exciting experiment, and I'm hoping that we will find some NVC practitioners who want to come and join us in doing that.
I really don't know what else to ask you.
Well, I also don't know what else to ask me, but what I would say is, in terms of who I think will benefit from the course, I do think that this course we're not going to cover the basics of NVC. Um, so I think there is an assumption that people have, um, probably spent at least 6 months or more learning NVC, have done some serious training and reading. Um, but I don't want to be too prescriptive about that. For me, what's most important is that people have a deep desire to engage in this kind of learning together with people. They come with an open mind and an open heart, and with a real desire to, not just learn conceptual things, but to take their own experience of the challenges of difficult conversations seriously. So I would say, if you're feeling uncertain about whether you have sufficient experience, please get in touch with us, and we can assess that together, and we can maybe, if there are some shortfalls in your experience, we can explore how to deal with that.
Yeah, and I'd probably just mention here as well about payment. We really, really want, if people are keen, we'd really like you to be involved. So we've got on our Eventbrite page, we've got like different payment options, but if something else would work better for you, then just get in contact and we can talk about it.
Yeah, spot on. I don't want us to exclude anybody on the basis of their inability to pay, or their unwillingness to pay even.
Anything else you want to add?
I think that's enough for now. But please reach out if you have any questions.